Hey everyone, we are on practice sheet 33, and you know what that means. We are getting closer and closer to the end of the school year. Getting so excited. So, first of all, we are going to find our formula chart for this problem because I already know that I'm seeing a trapezoid, okay? So, I have a trapezoid. What is the area? We want our formula, okay? Now, I do wish they had given you a number here, but they did not, so that's okay. So our formula for area of a trapezoid is right here. Half, add the bases times the height. Half B1 plus B2 times H. I was trying to find a place to increase the size of that, and I cannot see it. So A equals half B1 plus B2 times height, okay? So your bases, guys, those have to be parallel. If the trapezoid is standing up, then these are the bases here because those are parallel, okay? So you know that you have bases because they are parallel. You know the height, and we've talked about this before, because you should see a right angle, okay? So half B1 and B2, these are parallel. So we do 8 plus 14 or 14 plus 8. It does not matter. I'm going to put it in as 14 plus 8 just because I don't know. I like the way it looks better. And we have a 6. Okay, this is how we find area. So remember PEMDAS. You didn't learn it this year, but you have learned it in the past. Parentheses first, 14 plus 8. What's 14 plus 8? Right? 22. And I'm going to let you finish this up because this is just like area of a triangle at this point. Take half of this number, multiply by 6. Okay? In your final answer, if you're really cool, you're going to put A equals whatever the number is, feet squared. Okay? So that is your job. Now, number 2, I wanted to do number 1 because number 2 is similar, okay? So, guys, depending on how you want to do this, I'm going to just choose a way. I can do this and have this shape in a trapezoid. I can do this. I can have this rectangle and this trapezoid. Either way, I have to make sure I'm using the right numbers, okay? So I'm going to do it the first way. I do think that's probably easier for you, okay? So this is a composite shape, and our two shapes, hopefully you can tell, this one is a rectangle. I know it's almost a square, but if you look at the numbers, it's 5 and 6. And it definitely doesn't look like this is to scale because I think this should be a little bit taller, but you know what? I have to trust the numbers, okay? So I'm going to put rectangle and trapezoid. I'm going to find each area and then I'm going to add it up, right? So the rectangle, A equals, hopefully we know that, rectangle BH, base times height. Here's my rectangle, guys. This number, base and height. So base, same thing, that's a 5. Height, and I know that's my base and height because, again, it has to form a right angle. So I can say 5 and 6 or 6 and 5. It literally does not matter. Those are the base and the heights. Okay? I'm going to leave this for you to do. Whatever you get will be inches squared. Now the trapezoid, we just did it. A equals half, add the bases times the height. Half, add the bases times the height. A equals, and guys, please, I cannot emphasize to you enough how important it is to write your formulas. I don't care that we're after STAR. I don't care. Even if we were after map testing, it doesn't matter. Write your formulas. I do it. You should do it. Okay. So I'm going to switch colors here and make sure that we have everything. I know this base, whatever it is, B1 or B2 is 15. And I know this base from, I'm going to erase this just for a second to make sure I'm not looking at it incorrectly. From here to here is 7. Okay. That is not the entire base though, the other base, because I still have this much more. Okay. And if you remember, we said that was 5, right? So from here to here, what's this length? May have been easier if I did it the other way, but I'm going to do it this way. 7 plus 5 is 12. So hopefully everybody can tell when I'm looking at this trapezoid, this is one of the bases, this distance and that distance. Okay. So one base is 15, one base is 7 plus 5, which is 12. So half 15, 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay. Now, I need the height of the trapezoid, which is just from here to here. Okay. Now, I know this distance is 10, right? So this distance is not 10. That's this length from here to here. That is 10. Okay, I need from here to here. Okay, I need right here. Okay, so what I do know though is from here to here is 6, right? So from here to here is also 6. Okay, and the whole thing is 10. One more time. From here to here is 10. That is 10. From here to here is 6. So how much is this missing piece? 6 plus what number gives me 10? And hopefully you know that is 6 plus 4. Okay, so guys, this is a tricky one. Okay, so your job is to solve it, this one, just like we did up there. Here's your hint. Start by adding that. Now, when you go to finish this, take half of 4. That'll be easy, okay? So, I want you to finish that, and then, guys, remember to add those two numbers. If you do this correctly, neither one of these will have a decimal. So add those, and you'll get your answer. Okay, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on number 3. This is what we worked on last week, changing the fraction into a percent. And we were talking about how like this is generally like is over of. Of is our TWO, total whole original. And so remember, we do 4 over 11 equals x over 100. Okay, so you, my friends, are going to multiply this. Okay. Now, number 4 says, at a school picnic, there were 16 turkey, 10 ham, and 4 veggie sandwiches, each in lunch bags. If a student randomly chooses a bag, what is the probability that the students will not get turkey? And we're going to write this as a percent. Guys, this is just the same as what we did last week. Okay, just the same. So, we want the probability, right? How many things are we doing? Hopefully you know it's 1. If a student randomly chooses a bag, what is the probability of not getting turkey? So we're doing one thing, and all we want is not turkey. Okay? So remember, figure out how many are not turkey. Put that on top. Put your total on bottom. Compare it to x over 100. Okay? That is your job. Okay? Now we are going to look at number 5. I'm not going to do this one with you. You are going to solve it by yourself. Just remember, I did not make this tricky. I do think, if I remember correctly, that this one does have a decimal. That doesn't mean you did it wrong. Okay? So I want you to solve this one by yourself and let us check it. Okay?